Hey, good morning, meaningful manuscripts. Well, mastering meaningful manuscripts. That first word means a whole lot. And today I want to talk with you about how you can begin to master the process of selling some darn books. Because isn't that why we write them? To sell them? As you guys pop into the broadcast, let me know who you are and where you're watching from, because this live today is based off of a speaking engagement I had this weekend in a local university, and it was amazing. Hey Joanna, thank you for joining. Hey Precious, thank you also for joining. Let me take off my sunglasses too. I just pulled up to the office, and yeah, I know it's kind of late. For those on the East Coast, it's like 11 o'clock. But it's a perk when you work for yourself and what time you can pull up into the office, right? Yes. That's owner perks. Somebody put in the comments, owner perks. But I'm able to do these things because of these other three things that I'm going to share with you in a moment on how you can increase and maximize the sales of your book. I mean, it's Monday morning, so good morning, y'all. It's Monday, and this is a great day to begin the process, to put some plans in place to make some money. When I was speaking this weekend in a local university, one of the ladies asked a question about Facebook Lives and things like that, and another lady asked a question, ooh, mercy. Well, she made a statement that kind of set me off. A statement set me off, which is the motivation for this live today. Hey, Tammy, thank you for joining, honey. And what she said to me struck a nerve, because to me, it applies to everything in life as women. Because we always kind of want to hang in the background and think it's okay for us to not go after the things in life we want. We almost wear it as a badge of honor. Well, I would do that, but I can't. So one of the statements she made was, well, I said when I wrote my book, if I only sold one copy, then I did enough. Somebody put in the comments, mercy. Why would you go through all the pains of writing a book, pouring your heart and soul into a book, spending all the money with the editors and the graphic designers and the formatters and all that's required to sell one copy? Can we stop expecting the least? We serve the greatest. Hello. We serve the greatest. So why do we think it's okay for us to say out of our mouths that we're okay with selling one copy? It reminds me, and I said this Saturday, it reminds me of growing up in church, and we used to sing this song almost every darn Sunday by the Clark Sisters. I'm looking for a miracle. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. I believe the intangible, and I feel the invisible. The sky is the limit to what I can have. We used to sing this every Sunday. Y'all know the song, right? I'm looking for a miracle, the Clark Sisters. The sky is the limit to what I can have. Oh yeah, the sky. And we would sing it, and the church would be all excited, and folks throwing up handkerchiefs and jumping up and down. The next line is believe and receive it. Believe and receive it. So if we believe it, we can receive it. Why are we saying things like, well, if I only sell one copy, I did enough? We have to take that nonsense out of our vocabulary and start speaking the things that we want based on the effort we're putting in. Some of you are amazing writers, and you're staying up all night long writing your stories. You're spending hours researching the right editors. You're moving from graphic designer because they're not capturing the essence of the cover that you want representing your book. You're putting all of this effort. You're sacrificing all of this time. You're putting in all of this work, but then your expectation of book sales is one book. It's not aligned. I want you to align your words with your actions and start getting the result of all that you're putting in. So during this workshop I did Saturday at ODU, the one person also asked about Facebook Lives. Like, why do we have to Facebook Live? And I'm like, dude, just get over it. I can't sugarcoat it, y'all. Just get over it. The only way to get comfortable with doing lives is what? Doing them. When I look back to my first Facebook Lives back in the day, and it wasn't that long ago, y'all. Facebook Live wasn't always here. What, 3 years ago? Those first lives, mercy. Anybody else can relate? You look back over your first Facebook Lives and you're like, oh my goodness. Hey, Kelly, thank you for popping in. Hey, Joyce, thank you also for joining. Here's the thing, y'all. Everybody starts on a live with 0. I don't care who they are, how fantastic they are. When they first hit the button, ain't nobody on. We all start in the same place. And honestly, no one starts doing Facebook Lives being comfortable. But that's the first step I want you to do. I want each one of you watching right now to commit to doing at least one Facebook Live this week about your book. Just one. Even if the live only lasts 3 minutes, do one Facebook Live and talk about your book. The second thing I want you to do on that Facebook Live, I want you to share a little bit about your story. Share a little bit about not the story you've written, but about the story you're living. Ah, yeah, that part. I want you to share a little bit about who you are to your readers. Because here's the thing, y'all. People purchase from individuals they know, like, and trust. There are people that I follow on social media because they're peers and we've met each other online. Hey, Renetta, thank you for joining. And I tune into their Facebook Lives here and there. And I never find out anything personal about them. Now, I'm watching because I'm a friend, not because I'm a customer, and not because I'm a client. So it pains me because though the information they're sharing is fantastic, there's a lot of noise on social media. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of live streaming across people's news feeds. What's going to make people stop and listen and buy from you is getting to know you and trust you. And that happens by you sharing your story. Hey, Renetta. So first, not only do I want you to go live, somebody put in the comments, go live, because we action takers. And go live is an action. So I want you to first go live, even if it's just one time this week, about your book. Even if your book is not out yet, start being the town crier. Start talking about it. Get people excited about it. So go live. Yes, Kelly, go live. Who else? Yes, Joyce, go live. The second thing I want you to do is share about you. Share about you. These are actions. Share about you. I ain't saying tell all your business. You ain't got to tell it all. Right? But those of us that are clear about our avatar, right? We know what stories to share. I talked about a little bit of that Saturday when I discussed creating your instances, right? So when you create your instances, it makes it clear on what stories you can share. And you can do it without worrying that you're going to tell too much. Or you can do it without wondering if you're connecting with that ideal reader. Okay? Now, the third thing I want you to do, y'all ready? Put in the comments you're ready, because it's the third thing and I got to get upstairs. I rushed on this live so quickly before getting out the car, I didn't even title it. So I got to go backtrack and title the live. So if you're ready to hear what this third thing is that I want you to do this week, you ready, Kelly? All right. Y'all ready? Joyce says she's ready. Who else is ready? I got to know you're ready, because I got to know I'm talking to the action takers, the people who are going to make a difference, the people who are going to get their books into the hands of their ideal readers and maximize their sales. Y'all, I get excited in the beginning of the month because the beginning of the month, I get deposits from my book because people are constantly buying it because I talk about it every chance I get. And so I have an expectation. Yes, every month I get that check. Yes, Vanetta says she's ready. The third thing I want you to do, I want you to go live. I want you to share about you. And then I want you to ask for the sale. Ask for the sale. Type that in the comments. Ask for the sale. I was speaking with a client recently who was frustrated on her book sales. And I went through and I looked at some of her old Facebook Lives before our session. And I'm like, well, she's going live and she's talking about her book. But this third thing was missing. Third thing was missing. And her thing was, well, I'm talking about the book. If they want it, they'll buy it. I said, how arrogant is that? How arrogant is that? Ladies, I know we love the stories that we're sharing. We have a connection. It's like we gave birth to these stories, right? It's like our books are our children. They're our babies. And we love them so much. We think the rest of the world should too. Right. But they don't. There's a lot of noise going on social media. If you don't ask for the sale, guess what? Guess what, y'all? You won't get it. So yes, Renetta, ask for the sale. Who typed that in there? Kelly, yes. Live, share, and ask. Maybe that's what I'll title this Facebook Live. Thanks for that, Kelly. You have to ask for the sale. And people say, well, I don't want to be salesy. Can we get past all of that? It's not being salesy. Cut it out. Exactly, Joyce. If you don't ask, you won't get it. Period. Point blank and the period. If you want the sale, you have to ask for it. If you think just going live and talking about your book is enough for people to just go ahead and search for you online, that's another thing. Let me throw this in there as a bonus. Because, ooh, this is a pet peeve of mine, y'all. When people post about something they're selling, whether it's an event, whether it's a book, and they tell you about it in the post and they don't put a link. Why I gotta go look for your stuff? I ain't got time for that. And most of the people that are on social media, they don't have time for that. If you are going to have enough time to go live, share about your book, ask for the sale, and then don't put a link where people can click and buy it, you missed the mark. So I want you to ask for the sale. And don't, here's another bonus. Joyce, you ready? Here's another bonus. And I'm going upstairs into the office, y'all. Here's another bonus. Don't wait till the end of the live to ask for the sale. Ooh, yeah, I said it. Some of y'all will spend 17 minutes on the live and then spend 17 seconds asking for the sale. And then get mad when nobody buy it. Oh, we can't do that. Think about this live. I have watched the numbers on this live go up and down since I've been on it. It's the same for you, right? So if you wait until the end of your live to ask for the sale, what about the people that had to go finish washing the dishes? Or what about the ladies that had to go get their kids off to school? Or what about the woman whose boss called in the middle of the live and she had to hang up because she was at work and shouldn't have been watching no way? Right? And there are ways to do that. There are ways to do that where it's not offensive and where it flows with where you're going in your life. But it's only going to get to that point of being comfortable and finding your flow is if you start living more often. So I want you to give yourself some grace and not beat yourself up in the head when you're doing the lives and you watch it later and you're like, oh, yeah, that sounded kind of harsh. Learn from it. That's all. Because I guarantee you, the people that are watching you, they're not taking it that way. We are our biggest critics. Ladies, we beat ourselves up when we don't need to. So give yourself some grace. You're very welcome, Kelly. Give yourself some grace. Share your story. Go live. Share about you. Who are you? Like, why should we be interested in anything you write? Why should we be interested, right? Yeah, your book is fantastic, and I will probably buy it, but I will click the button a lot sooner if I'm interested in you. If something that you say about who you are resonates with me. So go live, share about you, then ask for the sale. Any of you that take this challenge this week, tag me in the comments of your live. Tag me in the comments and I'll come through and I will comment and help engagement with it. That's how much I believe in you. And that's how much I believe in this process. You have to start somewhere. Celebrate the wins, y'all. We have this great medium, social media. Our grandparents and great-grandparents, they had to knock on doors on nasty cold days like today. It's nasty in Virginia Beach today. It's not a pretty day. It's pretty cold out here. And they had to go knock on doors. They had to put on their shoes and wear them down to get new clients, to get in front of new people. We are so blessed beyond measure that we are oblivious to the blessing. That we're not taking full advantage of the blessing. That we can get in front of new people every single day. So what if only 5 people watched your live? Could you imagine what they had to go through 30, 40 years ago to get in front of 5 new people a day? If you get in front of 5 new people a day, good morning, Yvette. If you get in front of 5 new people a day, could you imagine what that will do to your sales, how your conversion rate will increase? Yes, Joyce, don't be oblivious to the blessing. Let's take action and let's make this money. Your book was meant for more than one person. The desire to share your story was putting you to have mass impact. Mass impact. But that's not going to happen with you sitting home alone, looking at your book saying, well, I sold it to one person. No, it's meant for more than that. There's masses waiting to read what you've shared. And I want you to take action this week. Take action this week to reach them. Go live, share about you, and ask for that sale. Make sure you got your notifications turned in because I think I'm going live fire today, y'all. So you'll be seeing me again. And remember, if you do take this challenge, tag me in the post. Let's get going. It's time to take action. Bye.